My boyfriend told me I'm not allowed on his family vacation because they're scared I'll be a bad influence on the kids, and my boyfriend didn't stand up for me. Now I'm rethinking whether I want to be part of such a homophobic family. Posted by you/suspicious_set_9294. For context, I, 26M, have been with my boyfriend, 27M, for 7 years. He comes from a big family with many siblings, but we don't get to see them very often because everyone has such busy lives. Some months ago, his parents started planning a family vacation to which we, his brothers and sisters, their partners, and children were all invited so we could all see each other and have a good time. When he first told me about this vacation, I was very excited, as I had never been to this particular destination. I was looking forward to seeing his family. His parents have always been really kind to me and treated me like a son. Last week, my boyfriend and I were having dinner, and I noticed that he was acting a bit off, so I asked him what was wrong. He told me that it's probably for the best that I don't go with them on this vacation. I was confused and asked him to elaborate. He told me about a conversation he had earlier with one of his brothers, who expressed concern about a gay couple being around and influencing his children who would be there. As far as I'm aware, it's only this specific brother who's uncomfortable with it, and the rest of the family has no idea. I was honestly lost for words. Saddened and disappointed by the blatant homophobia and fear-mongering I would never have expected from one of his family members who seemed so accepting for all these years. My boyfriend told me he's still going on the trip without me because he's family. It's not a big deal. Some people just have the wrong idea about guys like us, it's just the way it is, and that later we'll go somewhere just the two of us. He leaves tomorrow. I guess I just feel really sad and alone right now. Any advice on how to deal with this? Top/relevant comments. Commenter. If my family said my partner wasn't invited, I wouldn't go. I kinda question your boyfriend's long-term commitment to being on your side. If he's valuing a vacation over your relationship, that's a red flag, especially if it's as serious as a 7-year-long relationship would be. Imagine the other life events that might happen where he sides against you. Ops response. Yeah, that really worries me. We've been talking about marriage and other things, and now this has got me feeling like he'll just pack up and leave me whenever he feels like it. Commenter 2. The fact that he just rolls over for his homophobic family without putting up a fight is a huge red flag. Did he introduce you as his friend when you first started dating? Ops response. I don't understand it either. I'm really hurt that my boyfriend is going without me. He introduced me as his boyfriend from the start. I will say his family has always treated us well, and I never had any reason to believe they didn't like me until now. This came out of left field. Commenter 2. I would have serious issues myself with dating someone as spineless as your boyfriend. I wonder if he even realizes that he has no backbone. Ops response. I don't know if my vision is just clouded right now, but I honestly don't know what to think. He's been trying to make me feel better about it and making promises for the future, but the fact that he's comfortable going on this trip in the presence of an admitted homophobe is really troubling for me. I've tried to understand his perspective, but if the roles were reversed, I would absolutely not go on that trip. Commenter 3. He's really stabbed you in the back with this. He waited until a week before the trip to tell you this? I think there are a lot of things that could be wrong with this situation, but make no mistake, there is definitely something wrong. You really need to question your relationship with him and confront him today, without sugarcoating it. I would say, if you go, we're done. If you stay, we work it out. Something happened that made him agree to this situation. Either he's being honest with you, and that's bad, he caved to his family, or he's not, and that's even worse. You need to put this problem in front of him right now and see how he acts, because it's going to be clear what his character is and where you stand with him immediately. He's not going on a trip for work. He's not dealing with a family emergency. He's choosing to spend time away from you after being with you for 7 years. That should speak volumes about how much he values you. It sucks that you're having to deal with this so far into your relationship, but why spend one more day, or even his vacation, suffering while he goes and has fun? Update 1 day later. Thanks to everyone who left advice and support on my original post. I felt so sad and alone in that moment, and your support has meant so much to me. I read and agreed with the majority of your comments. It really opened my eyes to what was going on. I apologize for not being able to respond to every comment, though I did read all of them, and they helped me decide what to do moving forward. After everything that happened, I decided to reach out to my boyfriend's parents to let them know what was going on. They were very apologetic and apparently had no idea about any of this. They assured me they definitely want me there and would talk to the brother to see what's up. I made it clear, however, that I was no longer comfortable going on this vacation, and they were very understanding. I honestly did not want to be there under the insane narrative that was suggested. My boyfriend and I then sat down to talk before he left. I was really angry that he didn't defend me or even himself from his brother's blatant homophobia. He became defensive and told me it's not about me but about the children, that he doesn't want to cause any friction within the family by not going. I told him that if he feels comfortable going on that trip and leaving me here, I would not be here when he returns. He went on to tell me that I'm overreacting about the whole thing and that I can't argue with how other people want to parent their children. This was a big red flag to me. It almost felt like I was talking to a straight person who doesn't understand what we as gays deal with. It was a gut punch knowing all of his straight siblings and their partners were allowed to be there with no fear of influencing any children. The rhetoric was insane to me regardless. What if any of those children turn out to be gay? I didn't have any representation of that growing up. I wish I did. It's not like we would be there having segs in front of everybody or something. We were literally just going to be spending time with all of the family and relaxing. I felt like something was missing, though, like I didn't have the full story. So I pressed him for more. After some back and forth, I eventually got it out of him that the reason he's being like this is in case you and I don't work out and I've just created a bad relationship with my family over nothing. So I asked him if he had doubts about our relationship, to which he said he doesn't and that I'm the love of his life. While he doesn't agree with his brother at all, he doesn't want to cut him off entirely. I genuinely felt like I was talking to a different person. This is the same man who cut off homophobic friends in the past, but he draws the line at family. In fact, I had to cut out some of my own family who weren't supportive of our relationship years ago. To have my boyfriend tell me I wasn't enough for him to defend our relationship was very hurtful. At the very least, he could have said that if I wasn't invited, he wouldn't be going either. It just felt so spineless to me. We've had a happy, healthy relationship of 7 years with a great sex life and nothing but love and amazing memories with each other. We really grew up with each other. I've been with him since I was 19. Just days ago, we were talking about marriage, moving, and being together for the rest of our lives. In the end, he decided he was going on the vacation. After he left, I texted him that I will not be treated like this and we're done. His stuff will be waiting outside for him when he returns. He can have fun influencing his brother's children by simply being himself. Since then, he's completely changed his tune, blowing up my phone, apologizing, and offering to come home early. Ultimately, what had the relationship been for me was the uncertainty of the future. I felt so disrespected and dehumanized by the whole thing. I've tried to understand his perspective, but I just don't. I couldn't imagine doing something like that to him. It felt like he wasn't on my side anymore, that our relationship and commitment meant nothing to him. Honestly, it hurts right now, but I'll be fine. I kinda feel stupid, like I wasted 7 years of my life with this person who doesn't even care about or respect me. I'm staying with a friend right now and doing my best to get through this. Take care, everyone. /relevant comments. Commenter. Don't feel like you wasted 7 years. Look at this as a learning experience. I know it sounds cliché, but it is. I'm sorry your boyfriend didn't have the balls to stand up for you and the relationship. Like you said in your first post, it'd be different if you two had just started dating and not being invited. But honestly, 7 years is a good while to know each other, create memories, and be part of each other's families. It takes a bigger person to stand up for themselves, and you did that. I'm proud of you. It's sometimes not easy. Take some time for yourself. Maybe see if your bestie wants to go on a holiday and let your hair down when you're ready for it. Ops response. Thank you. I'm trying my best to see it that way. Making the decision was really hard, but in the end, I did feel it was the right one. Actually, funnily enough, my friend suggested that we go on a holiday together lol. I guess that would be nice sometime. Commenter 2. What I don't understand is that he's gay. He was brought up by his family, so what does his brother think influenced him into being gay when they were brought up the same? I'm sorry it came to this outcome, and after 7 years he's thinking, what if it doesn't work? Surely that's something you think after 7 weeks. You will find someone who is proud to be with you and stand up for you, but in the meantime, be strong and be who you are. Ops response. I feel it might be some kind of internalized homophobia. Another comment mentioned my ex-boyfriend's childhood, and that reminded me that he was bullied in school for being gay and has presented very masculine ever since. He was always most vulnerable around me. I can only assume he wanted his image to be a certain way around his brother or something. I can't understand how he himself would want to be there if being himself could influence anyone negatively.